company, BDF stands for Building Digital Future. We chose this name because we have been involved in the integration of business processes in the SAP environment for over 20 years. In doing so, we have focused on integrative, seamless data models for complex products that can be configured by variants down to batch size 1 production. We have also developed corresponding standardized software, the product and process governance, which is part of the SAP solution portfolio.
Yes, FORCAM is also an SAP partner. Our focus is on production. So we focus purely on production solutions in the SAP context, on SAP digital manufacturing. Here we offer consulting expertise for implementation as well as add-on solutions such as machine connectivity with our connectivity solutions. Yes, as in recent years, starting with the Corona crisis, our customers face the challenge of having to constantly respond to changes with their production facilities. Yes, supply chains are disrupted, supply chains need to be rerouted, production must react flexibly. And now we have the situation with the US tariffs, where this challenge arises again. So, the issue from recent years continues, and it is currently the biggest challenge for our manufacturing industry.
Yes, and from our perspective, we are trying to support the entire order chain. From an administrative standpoint, meaning from the customer requirement all the way to the transition into operational production. And the main problem is actually establishing consistent data and process models with the customers, which we also understand, rather than hoping to piece together a chaotic data mountain through artificial intelligence afterwards. This partnership has multiple levels to be able to support our customers holistically. These levels range from process knowledge, essentially from design to production control, to be able to implement best practice processes. Furthermore, we have established a joint technology platform, a model factory, where customers can quickly look at these processes using their own product data and examples.
Yes, on the FORCAM side, we focus on the topic of shop floor digitalization. And here we then take the data from the BDF solution, from the supply chain perspective, yes, and process it further in our SAP digital manufacturing accordingly. Yes, so in the industry, value creation takes place in the factory, in production. And with our solutions for digital production, we now take the data directly from the BDF solution to further process it. This means we have seamless integration here, which then offers an advantage for our customers.
Exactly. In order to actually achieve this efficiency in manufacturing, it is important to provide the product data, especially for products with many variants, in such a way that they can be processed completely digitally without any additional administrative effort, and we ensure this with the PPG solution.
Yes, we are demonstrating a joint use case here with the target group for series manufacturers with many variants. So using the example of a car steering wheel, different production variants in series manufacturing are depicted here. The core comes from the BDF solution from the PPG module, and we then take this data into SAP digital manufacturing and bring it into production.
Exactly, as everyone knows, modern cars or other motor vehicles are now highly configurable. This configuration is also reflected in a very high number of variants, even in steering wheels or seats. And to be able to consistently manage these from the OEM's data, that is the car manufacturers, all the way to the supplier's production, we offer a corresponding solution that manages the product data, analyzes change statuses, provides them, and finally also automatically reconciles them with the data for production control. The use case itself, in terms of technology and processes, is of course open to almost all applications. We deliberately chose an example from the automotive industry because there are very high demands there every day and everyone can quite easily relate to it.
Exactly, so for all industries where variant-ready or variant-rich series production takes place. It doesn't have to be automotive, but automotive is just the most tangible example that everyone can understand.
The expectations of the customers who use such a solution are of course very high. However, I do believe that we can meet them to a large extent, especially in the area of time to market, reduction of efforts in work preparation, and quality improvements. We already have individual practical cases where we can specifically demonstrate figures between 10 to 25%.
Yes, particularly in the area of shop floor management, transparency is naturally the biggest lever. That means when our customers finally gain transparency over the utilization of their machines, they then have the material, the data available to optimize, yes. And we indeed have customer experiences where an efficiency increase of 10 to 20% can be achieved, simply because the customer then knows which machine has what utilization.